Hello, and thank you for joining us in this documentary of me playing a computer game. Now, in the last video, we did something extraordinary or extraordinary, however you want to pronounce that particular word. Pronunciation is, quite important when speaking, but, don't always get it right. We did something extraordinary. We did something uh, an achievement that I personally will never ever surpass. Childbirth, whatever happens in my life, even if I become a Nobel Prize winner for computer game playing or something, nothing is going to surpass beating 4 warrior patriarchs at the same time in a very, very small CQC situation. The map wasn't particularly big, we didn't have a lot of time to close them down, shut them out, but we managed it, and I was massively impressed with that. We are now going to move on to the dam. Whatever challenge this has, it's going to pale in comparison to 4 patriarchs. However, even though we managed to defeat 4 patriarchs, that doesn't mean that we can just flaunt our wares around the place like we own it. I imagine there's going to be some god-awful shit for brains stuff happen on this particular level as well. We seem to be getting more storyline, which is something that someone I was chatting to commented on. That there wasn't enough storyline. They didn't really know what was going on with the giant alien-y thing and whatever else. I mean, you couldn't ask for any more. Fudge, yeah, and then we smash him. You're in a game where you're murdering people. I think we can go beyond fudge as an expletive.
Let's do this.
Again, usual patter as we go into this. I will leave all the perks alone because they kind of are working at the minute. We'll leave the gun, we'll leave the shit, and we will see what pops out of the alien womb at us as we go along here. Now,
Back in the game.
that's quite nice sound effects. There's a massive, great big dent. I have to say, the level design and overall presentation of this game really, Jesus Christ, really is fantastic. Because you can get to see a lot of stuff going on, and they've really put, there's a massive dam down there and whatever. I don't actually know do I have a time limit to kill this fucking thing? Am I just wasting my time looking at the trees and shit? Oh look, birds and trees and dead. And let's hope he's not going to run away too quickly here, and I have some time to mull his sorry ass. Now then. If we take a look into the deep, dark, cavernous arsehole that these things come out of, we can see a picture right there that I've highlighted of 12 creatures we have never seen that picture of before. So we have no idea what's coming in to attack us. What is good news, though, is someone who is far better at building tower-like mazes has built us a tower-like maze, for the most part. And they've also very kindly put along the path some towers. And they are arranged. The rocket that does kind of nothing generally, but apparently attacks large groups of small creatures. The very fast rotating gun, had a lot of success with that in the early missions. The massive, great big violator that violates, he really is running away. I hope I don't have to do this at speed. I've probably just wasted this entire turn talking about this ship. And then we have an electricity gun. We have 300 points to put our own guns down, and we have 10 more blocks to extend this run slightly. So we are just going to quickly go down here and see what we see. So the core is over there. So quite frankly, I want to block off this.
This'll do it.
So they are unable to just walk across to the core. Don't have to put any there because they will not be able to walk through that anyway, and then they'll have to walk around the end bit there. That's fine. I don't know what these new creatures are. They might be flying, they might be walking. They might be neither. I don't know what you'd be if you wasn't flying or walking. Hovering? Is that still technically flying? I don't know. Hovercrafts don't fly, do they? Maybe they do. I don't know. Perhaps someone could answer that question for me. Do hovercrafts fly? Technically speaking. Okay, well I'm going to put in another Violator because they're always extremely useful. And I'm going to leave the other 100... you know what? Just in case I have a spare 100 points, I'm going to stick in one of those. We might never use it, and if we don't, I will get rid of it. But you just don't know what's coming out of that deep, dark, cavernous hole. Okay, well there you go. They are a heavy pup, apparently. What about you and what nightmares you've had? But I've never seen a pup, even a particularly heavy one, look quite as monstrous as that. Remember though, they are not just for Christmas. They are for Halloween and every other nightmare you've ever had in your entire life as well. Let's get out of its way because I don't know how much damage it's going to do. If I stand in its path, I mean, it does seem to want to fight me. My pups, when they were pups, they're not pups anymore, were pretty ravenous at points, and if these pups are the same, I don't suppose they'll be licking my nose and sniffing my crotch anytime soon. I think they'll mostly just be chewing my face off. Now interestingly, the entry point has moved to over here, which I have to say I wasn't expecting, and maybe does mess up the plan a little bit as far as the towers go. I could just remove them. It's basically everything over here now has a free reign. Just all the towers over here. So, as I do not have the feats of strength on, I will not be penalised for removing said towers. I will leave all those ones alone because I can't actually replace 3 of them if I do remove them, because I don't have them in my little setup over here. So what I'm going to do is place in one of those, one of those, no, not one of those, one of those,
Killing off vermin.
and then another one of those. And we'll leave the other 50 points for another day.
Looms incoming!
Looms incoming. I wonder if they make particularly nice bracelets and necklaces and stuff. Do you think if they made musical instruments and played them, there'd be a loom band? Loom band. You'd have to be, into pop culture and cultural references at about 6 maybe to understand what a loom band is. Can I fall down there? Would I die? Can we get them down there? Can they die? These are all good questions. I don't think we're going to get them answered today necessarily. Holy crap. Did not realise that quite so many of these vagina-faced monsters were still alive. Oh, well, the pup's weak spot must be its eye.
Damn it!
And you can't actually kill it any other way, apparently.
Damn it!
Well, no one's particularly happy about this whole situation, now are they?
Watch the core! Damn it! It seems to be all.
Oh, good. Core did take quite a mashing there. What do we got? Okay, 10 of those. 10 and 10. Stick one of these on the end. Is that a new creature? Not sure if that's a new creature or not. It may well be a new species. I don't think there's anything worth putting anything over there. The towers never do anything particularly useful against bobble-headed creatures anyway. Let's just extend this run for them.
Here they come.
Okay, bobbleheads, let's get some drones kicking you in the nuts.
Hardly a challenge.
We might have some new little creatures. They're just smaller and large versions of those. I think we probably have seen both of those in the past. Kind of irritating that
Damn it!
there are just so many that they are actually making it through. And I have 0 towers. I probably should have just defended the core more than I did. I think that's all of them dead though. So it's just little bobbleheady dudes. And they're nowhere near as much fun as like a little Hulk Hogan bobblehead or something, are they really? You think they could have got some licensing agreement with the Hulkster and, you know, push the boat out there for a Hulk Hogan bobblehead. Who wouldn't like to see that? Well, maybe Linda,
Nice.
whatever her name was. His ex-wife that's now with like a 12-year-old boy or something, to teach him a lesson for going out with a 12-year-old girl. Or not going out with, just having sex with. Good on you, Hulk. Okay. 12 of those, 3 of those. I think we are gonna put one of those there. So that should reach out to the core very roughly, so it should be able to defend the core as well as shoot shit over here. And we are gonna push this. I can't go that far down.
This is gonna get him.
It's just gonna make life very, very boring for them, as they have to snake around this whole situation. Might give me more time to get some drones on them. Whatever else needs to happen. Okay, we'll save those 50 points for
Okay,
another day.
get ready.
Should we get to see another day. Well, they aren't Screamer matriarchs. I can't remember exactly what the icon is for those. They are just plain old Screamers.
You're finished.
And who doesn't like a screamer, huh? Well, I suppose people in the next hotel room to you when you're on holiday. Probably don't appreciate it. But the sort of motels you go to with those sort of girls, no one probably cares that much. Yep, feel free to hit that a little bit, because then
Hardly a challenge.
everything else gets paused that couple of seconds. That means we've got more time. Murder it. Good. Hoping these creatures over here will just be murdered by these last few lasers they come up against over here. Go on the lasers. Show him who's boss.
That seems to be all of them.
Good. So we are wave 5 of 10. We have 20 of those nightmarish pups coming out. 2 walkery things. And then 6 things I've never seen before. Again, we are getting to see some more new creatures here. They may well be flying, so I'm going to again risk life and limb and put out some towers that deal with flying creatures just in
This'll do it.
case. That is the case. And that'll walk these up past all this lot again, which will hopefully give us more time to murder them all. Okay, so we are gonna move you. I'm gonna put you in, just in case they're flying. If they are flying, then we know for sure, and if we see any more of them, we can just murder them. Stick you there, and then I'm gonna stick you there. Just in case they are flying, and there's only one of these, power you up ever so slightly. Okay, cool. Now some of you might have not actually seen this tower working, because we didn't actually, I used it, but you guys didn't necessarily get to see that happen. So here we go, is it actually going to fire? There you go, it fires these lovely, awesome rocket things into the face of enemies. So now we know we definitely have flying creatures. We are vindicated in bringing that tower along finally, and hopefully if we get any more, then we know we can let a couple more of those particular towers down to deal with those situations. I mean, those laser guns and that rocket launcher thing seems to have done a good job murdering that shit anyway. I didn't like this drone gun when I first got it because I didn't understand what it was doing and how it was working. Now I understand it. Now I know how it works. It's perhaps the greatest gun ever invented. Not that any gun's a particularly great invention, as they're mostly designed to kill people, which, quite frankly, is never really a good thing. I mean, it might be in the interest of the planet in the long term. If humans all murder each other, it doesn't mean the other animals might have a chance of living. And I imagine, if tigers could build guns, they probably would. Okay, so we have, I guess, matriarchs and warriors and flying things. Nothing that exciting, really. We are timed again. If we had more timed waves this level than ever. I'm just going to shut something of the door on this core a little bit. I am going to put in one of these to defend. Oh, we haven't done that in a while. We haven't almost killed ourselves, or indeed killed ourselves entirely, with dropping something very, very heavy on our head from space. So there you go, for old time's sake there. A bit of dropping the towers on my head. Now all I have to do is jump off the level, and we've completed that circle of stupidity. Yeah, you having fun in that little maze? Yeah, it looks like fun. Looks like a lot of fun. It's a knockout. Giant dude in a suit running along. Gauntlet there. Yeah, you want to come with me? Huh? Yeah, dead. That's it, you stand there. Just there. Long enough. Oh, apparently I couldn't escape. Which is interesting. But hopefully I managed to convince them to stand still long enough for me to convince the towers to do their job a little bit more. Hey, what happened to pausing because of the shockwave?
That wasn't such a great idea, was it?
How are you still alive? Die!
That seems to be all of them.
Okay, wave number 7. We have 15, I mean that's quite a number, 15 Screamer Matriarchs, and we have 15 pups and 3 of those. Can't actually block any of this off. So what we'll do, I think, is push this up this way.
I can't build there.
Can't actually stick anything there. It's kind of interesting, to a point, I suppose.
Not enough tower bases.
Okay, we don't have the towers to actually stick any more down there. So I think what we will do is we will put a lovely energy gun there, because it can see both sides of this gauntlet. We will, I think, move you to here so you can see more of the gauntlet. We don't really have any more flying creatures coming in, so it's not really worth worrying too much about that shit. We will save our 100 points.
Here they come.
And see how this shit turns out. Hopefully it'll go just as successfully as the other rounds, if not more successfully than the other rounds. Might as well aim upwards. I mean, those heavy pups, I know they're heavy pups. I mean, my dogs aren't particularly light, but that's, it's quite impressive the fact they're just wandering through lasers. They're getting some proper eye surgery there for free. Some LASIK, or whatever it's called. mean, these heavy pups, man. I mean, the space for shooting them in the eyes is minimal, really. Hopefully those lasers over there will finish off those pups. And if not, the giant violator will violate the pups. You probably don't want to get caught saying that too often in public. Really and truly. But in the context, I think people will forgive me for the... Don't shoot your own towers, if you can help it. No, he's not looking that healthy, so we should probably be alright with him. Is he going to thump it? He's going to thump it. That's fine. So we're going to just fuck him in the eyeball.
Nice.
And there we go. So that's that. So now we... Ah, you bastard. They are going to drop more flying creatures in on me. So we're going to move you. And we are going to stick you over here. I mean, these little laser gunny things we have do a fair job of pinpointing flying creatures at any rate. Let's take you to level 2 as well. And you know what? Because there's so many of them, I'm going to take you to level 3. You can be a badass. And then the other weaponry will take care of that other crap. I am quite sure.
Luke's incoming!
So let us see what will be. The awesome rockety guns. So far, mothering everything that's coming out. The other laser guns are doing a fair number on anything that remains alive after the rockets have done their job. So I think we've dealt with those 20 flying creatures admirably there. I don't know if that's like an admiral, or based on admirably. What the fuck is that shooting? Oh, there's ground creatures as well, isn't there? Yeah, down you go, said the vicar to the prostitute. I could have said Catholic boy. No, that's really wrong. Wait, complete. So we have pups and warriors, and we have matriarchs and just general screamers. I could take down those flying assault gun things because there's no flying creatures, and spend the points elsewhere. But I think the setup we have is kind of working for the most part. So we will just allow that to continue working. We will extend this wall of fun out.
Killing off vermin, one tower at a time.
I like to give our looms some exercise. If we can. And pushing up this way will indeed force them past these guns a second time. Or the first time if they make it that far. This is a fun little maze. I might run around this myself on the next wave, just for a laugh.
Get ready.
Do I need to concentrate on any one thing more than the others? These buggers have got a lot of energy and armour, so I'm going to go with these. Hopefully the Screamers, matriarch or otherwise, will just be hammered by laser beams. Killer Queen, Dynamite, and laser beams.
Hardly a challenge.
I mean that one's made it quite far. It's quite depressing. It's going to just shoot at me, is it? No, that's offensive. Got nowhere to hide, really. That's what I'm saying. Making me run places. I don't like running or moving. Stupid looms. Oh my god, are you still trying to kill me? I'm quite impressed that Screamer has made it that goddamn far. Sure he's going to die now though.
You're
There you
finished.
go. And they can refocus on the rest of this shit. Yep, pretty much just letting the towers do their job. I mean, you know, why have a dog and bark yourself? That's what I always say. It's not what I always say. If that's all I ever said, if that's all what I was always saying, then it wouldn't make a lot of sense. And this video would be far
for
more
now.
boring than it already is, which you might be thinking is impossible, but it might just be. Okay, so we are gonna get royally roasted yet again. They are sending in 2 of those great big armoured nasty goddamn things, which just laser beam the shit out of everything. And several pups along the way, just for good measure, really. So it takes out all of the defences between here and Christmas, then it can just walk through everything. I'm going to remove this one as well. There may not be a lot of point in laying down more walls because it will just blast its way through them. But if I put down more walls, it'll have more to blast out of its way, and there'll be more just to
This is
slow
gonna
those
get 'em.
pups down ever so slightly. On their advancement towards the core. Okay, so what am I going to do? Well, what I'm going to do, dear viewer, is basically line my core. Oh, I don't want to put them all in the one spot though, do I? Because it will just kill them all. I might move you. Hopefully it won't take out this gun too quickly on either side. I might put another one there. Another one there. Not going to power them up. I'm just going to put them in so hopefully they can get a couple of shots off. And then what I might do is just put a couple of those in. I mean, they can all get taken out in one blast probably. But just in case those pups do kind of make it through a bit more. Oh, I might just get rid of this as well. It's not going to be any use to me now, is it? Just add small power to this. Largest. Oh, come on. Mostly health, mostly. Most. And then let's just jump in this hole and hope we don't die horribly. Okay, so I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet here and just kick this off.
Looms incoming!
No, it is following the path and not just blasting its way through. Which I am shocked to see, because I could have sworn they did just ruin the pathways last time. If I can try and stay out of view, it might never fire. Oh, they are dead. They are dead. I mean, I said nothing would be, you know, top killing full patriarch, but two of those bad boys going down is pretty fucking special. I think the plan has come together. I think Hannibal, BA and Face would be proud of that plan, and they would have called it their own. That would have been plan A, and we have killed two huge, great big biomorphs of creatures. A poison cloud that applies to a poison dot to enemies that go through it. I don't know what that means, but it does actually sound pretty fucking cool. But again, we'd have to give up something else to do that. What would be nice is if we managed to get another slot open. And again, innuendo, you can make as many jokes as you like about having another slot to stick things in, all you like. This has been me, and this has been Sanctum 2. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, the destruction of two of the most irritating bosses we have probably ever come across. My newfound friend, the drone gun, did us proud, along with the Violator, violating the crap out of them. That was fantastic work by all involved. If you like the video, then please do hit the like button. If you would like to see more of this and other videos that I may upload in time, then please do hit the subscribe button. I hope to see you next time.